Now you're learning eCenter and eSolutions. In this tutorial, we're going to show you the testing results, how to navigate and use them located inside the student records. So after successfully logging in, you'll be redirected to the home panel, and in front of you are the same modules you have been accustomed to. So we're going to click on student records, and you can do so again either in this frontal view or in the left menu. So go ahead and click there, student records, and in the left menu we have here, it says test results. So we're going to click on test results, and now they're populated, and up top you have 5 links. You have search test results, edit test results, upload, download, and update records. So let's first look at what we are looking at in front of us. We have the student scores, from their ALCPT scores to the book test scores in all the rounds that they have tested through. And how you can navigate through this, if you come down to the lower right hand corner, you have, well, obviously previous you can't go because it's the first page. You have the pages listed, and you have next. So if you click on next, it'll take you to the next set of 10 records, and according to what we have in our database, we have 243 entries. Okay, you can also click on these numbers here to take you to that particular page. Let's see, there goes. There goes. Okay, and you can click on also previous to go to the last page that you were looking at. Sorting, you can sort by clicking the table headers, and this will either ascend or descend the information. So if I click on ID, I'm going to have those IDs. That looks like it's descending. Now we want it to ascend. And same thing with the names, company, current room, and you can also do it by scores in each round. Okay. You can also come to the search box and you can type in a cadet's ID, and this way you can look at one specific student or cadet. You can also do it by name, and then that way, say I only knew his first name, or you can also put it by whatever other parts of the name you have. Let's see, defer. There we go, there's his middle name. Okay, so that's that. So let's look at search test results. So we'll click there, and from here again we have the same entries, a little more concise view, and the purpose of this one is to kind of give you an overview of how your students or cadets are doing through the rounds. So if we would like to see how many failed round 1, you filter that, and we had 10 failing round 1. Well, did those same 10 fail also round 2 or any of those? So we'll click there, make sure both are selected, and we filtered. So 4 of those 10 failed round 1 and 2. Okay, has anyone failed all 3 rounds? The first 3, let's filter, and we have no records of that. Okay, now if you look in here, you have failed, NA, and passed. NA means that the student or cadet was not enrolled during that testing time. Okay, you may have some that say absent. Those ones that were absent, you eventually want to find out if they did actually retake the test, and if so, then you want to edit those records. How to edit those records? You would come here to edit test results, and you'll search for the student ID. And this is just an example. I don't know if he actually missed any of the tests. And in front of you will be the student's information and all his scores that you can edit. Anything in the colored highlighted cells you can edit. So that means you cannot edit his ID or name. So if we wanted to give him a final score or change his grade for round 1 or round 2, so forth, we can do that. Where it says status, no abbreviations please, otherwise the database, when calculating certain information, it will not look for it. So for absent, spell it out. For failed and passed, spell it out. And if they were not enrolled, or they were not for whatever reason available for the exam, just write in/A, and then you would submit your change. But we're not going to change anything, so we're just going to go out of this. So let's go to the next link, which is upload test results. So we'll click here. And uploading results, there are 2 phases. I'm going to show you the first one in this tutorial, and then the next one in the next tutorial. Or we may have time to do it all at once. So this first phase of uploading is the actual testing results. Now, if you need to edit more than one record, this is why you would come here. Otherwise, it'd be a lot easier just to edit through edit test results and do the 1 or 2 cadets that you need to edit. So for large edits, what you'll first do is make sure you backed up any information, and you do that by clicking here to download test results. That way, anything you do, if you make a mistake, you have the original or the previously updated scores saved. Once you have those records saved and you're comfortable with that, you can then go into the file and edit any of the scores or information, and then save that file as a CSV file, and making sure that there are 37 columns accounted for. Okay, and you do not save any of the headers. Okay, but make sure that all the columns are either with information or without information. Don't have round 1 score in the column where the ALCPT final score should be. Otherwise, you're going to get inaccurate information. So once you're satisfied with your CSV file, you can go ahead and upload it. Prior to uploading, again, make sure you clear out that database. Again, so the 3 steps: back up your information, make any of the necessary changes to your file, save it as a CSV file, empty out the database, and then upload your new file. Okay. So the second part of uploading, we have upload ALCPT scores. So if you click there, now this is for only 3 times through the year you have the ALCPT entry, midterm, and final. And this database is specifically for storing and navigating through the ALCPT results. Has no other links. So you see here where it says clear database. If you hit this, you're only clearing out the recent scores that you entered in there. Okay. So again, anytime you're dealing with data, you always want to back up your information that's current. So the first step is, again, click here, download whatever you have in your test results, so they're backed up somewhere on a hard drive. Once that is done, you'll clear out the ALCPT database just to make sure there's no records in there, which is not going to cause a problem for you if it's empty or full. But for this new upload, we want to make sure our database is clear. So we'd clear this out and then upload our new CSV file of our ALCPT scores. And that CSV file needs to have 3 columns. Again, do not save with the headers, but you should have the first column, student ID, student name, and then the score. Once that is uploaded, then you click here to decide, was that an entry exam, midterm exam, or final test exam. Once you select, it will take those scores out of this database and transfer them over to the main testing results according to the student IDs. So it'll match them up nice and neat. If you accidentally hit entry exam, but it was a midterm, that's where backing up that information is going to come in handy, because then you'll have to clear out those results and redo it again. So make sure whatever one you're clicking is the right one. Again, if you accidentally click the wrong one, all you'd have to do is go back to upload results, clear out the testing results that are there, upload your most recently saved one, and then start over by uploading the ALCPT scores. Okay, so the other link we have is download test results. If you click here, download test results, it's going to download for you your whole file for testing results in an Excel format. We don't need to do that right now. Let's go back to test results, and you notice on all the other pages we didn't see this link, upload records, traveling along with them. The reason for that is this is only used for at the end of each round that you have scored a test, and for that reason I'm not going to show you this link in this tutorial. To find this tutorial, you go to Home Panel, My Gradebook Training, and it's going to be eventually linked up here where it says how does the grading system work. I haven't added any videos to that one yet, but you'll soon see that one here just as you see the navigation system here. Okay, thank you for watching and enjoy.